there are some other important changes which kicked in automatically January 1st, specifically the Medicare tax and the enhanced self-employment tax. And Scott, just walk us through that, because I think people are forgetting that those things have kicked in light of all this other commotion about the fiscal cliff.
Yeah, that's a big deal, because even though that just slid in, as you said, these amount to significant tax increases this year. This 3.8% tax on net investment income, the so-called Obamacare tax, kicks in for individuals who have income in excess of $200,000 or married couples who have adjusted gross income in excess of $250,000. Now, it's only on the net investment income to the extent it exceeds those amounts, but it's still a very significant tax that we have to be aware of and plan for. And in addition to that, we have that additional 0.9% Medicare tax on wages and self-employment income that kicks in for people who have income above these $200,000 and $250,000 thresholds. That, by the way, is in addition to the additional 2% payroll tax that kicks in for everybody, because there was a 2% deduction, as most people are aware of, that was around for 2 years, that was not extended as part of the new law. So all these things have the effect of really increasing the taxes on a lot of different people. And it's important to be mindful of these things when we're taking a look at them, in terms of planning. There's a lot of different things that we have to think about, in addition to maybe even taking a look at someone's investments and the makeup of their investments. Municipal bond interest, for example, is really at a premium under this new law because it didn't get hit on any of these changes, at least up to this point. We don't know what's going to happen in the future.
And I think it's also important to keep in mind that the definition of investment income includes passive activities, not just interest and dividends. To the extent that you are an investor in something you don't materially participate, including all real estate activities for people who are not real estate professionals, that's subject to this 3.8% Medicare tax as well. So it's a pretty broad swath of things that can get hit by this.
Oh yeah, and as we've discussed before, it's a perfect opportunity for planning as we're taking a look at what's evolving in 2013 and what we're reporting for 2012. To the extent people can position themselves to be considered materially participating in their trade or businesses, or to be considered real estate professionals and can satisfy all these complicated tax technical rules, there's opportunities for significant tax savings.
I think it's also important to keep in mind, we don't know how permanent any of this is. There's probably another major negotiation coming up with respect to the debt ceiling, and it's possible that all these things could sort of be on the table as they lurch towards another form of agreement. I don't think anyone's looking to really open up all this stuff again so quickly, but who knows?
Yeah, that's right. Anything is possible, which is why it's important to try to get our bearings and see where we're at now, and then so we're in a position to act once we see what potential changes are made.